The Death of Anonymity, Biometric Control Grids. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Predictive AI series. There was a time when we could move through the world unnoticed, unseen by the surveillance systems that now permeate every corner of our lives. That time is rapidly fading. Today, your identity is no longer just something you carry in your mind. It's something that is digitally captured, mapped, and stored by the very systems you interact with. From the moment you step into the world, your face, your fingerprints, your gait, and even your voice are being collected, analyzed, and linked to your digital identity in ways you can't fully control. In a world powered by predictive AI, anonymity is no longer an option. We are entering an era where biometric data is the key to unlocking access to everything, from entry into buildings to the ability to buy and sell goods. Our faces are the new passwords. Our movements are the new signatures. And once we step into a space, we are no longer just human beings. We are data points, tracked, analyzed, and categorized as we go about our daily lives. Biometric control grids are already being implemented worldwide, turning cities into living, breathing surveillance networks. In places like China, facial recognition technology is used not just for security, but for social control. Cameras placed at street corners and in public spaces scan every face, identifying who you are, where you've been, and even predicting where you're going next. This technology isn't just about finding criminals. It's about ensuring conformity, watching over every citizen, and recording their every movement. But it doesn't stop there. These biometric control grids are not confined to public spaces. They are moving into private spaces as well, creating a network of surveillance that tracks people in their homes, their cars, and even their workplaces. If you've ever used facial recognition to unlock your phone or a credit card company's biometric scan to approve a payment, you've already entered this system. Every time you use your face as a password, you're participating in a larger network that's collecting biometric data in real time. And let's be clear, it's not just about facial recognition anymore. Biometrics extend far beyond the face. Your voice, your heartbeat, even the unique way you walk can be captured and turned into biometric data. The systems are evolving to not just track who you are, but to track how you move, how you interact, and how your body behaves in different environments. With the rise of smart devices, fitness trackers, and biometric sensors in everything from clothing to cars, this data is being collected in real time. What does that mean for privacy? It means you're always being watched, even when you think you're alone. The minute you step outside, you become part of a grid, no longer a nameless, faceless individual, but a tracked entity whose movements are constantly monitored. You may think that wearing a hoodie or glasses will help you escape recognition. But in a world of AI-powered surveillance, these attempts at anonymity are increasingly futile. Your presence in a space can be tracked through a combination of facial recognition, motion sensors, and even AI that analyzes your walking gait. In fact, some surveillance systems are so sophisticated they can even track your emotion based on your facial expressions and body language. The technology doesn't just see you, it reads you. But let's take a step back. You might be asking, why does this matter? What's the risk of being watched or tracked? The reality is, these systems are not neutral. They are being used to profile, categorize, and even control behavior. Predictive AI isn't just about identifying you. It's about understanding you on a deep behavioral level. It's about predicting where you'll go, who you'll interact with, and even what you'll do before you know it yourself. By collecting biometric data at such a granular level, the system doesn't just track your location, it tracks your intent. It learns your habits, your social connections, and your emotional triggers, and it uses that data to craft a behavioral profile of you. This might sound like something out of a dystopian novel, but in reality, it's already happening. The surveillance state has already been built. Every time you interact with a digital device, you are contributing to the creation of a profile, a digital fingerprint that maps out your life, your movements, your thoughts, your desires. This is not a passive system. Predictive AI doesn't just watch, it influences. It shapes how you behave by manipulating the environment you interact with. Think about the last time you received a push notification on your phone that perfectly matched your emotional state. You were upset, and the notification was a reminder to buy something that promised relief. That wasn't coincidence. That was predictive influence. It's the system's job to predict your actions, to anticipate what you'll need next, and to sell you on it before you even realize you need it. So, what does this all mean for freedom? The loss of anonymity is the loss of autonomy. When every part of your identity is available for the taking, when your actions, thoughts, and emotions are quantified and analyzed, your ability to act freely diminishes. The more the system knows about you, the more control it has over your choices. You're not just living in a world of constant surveillance. You're living in a world where the system is subtly, constantly nudging you towards certain behaviors, choices, and decisions. You're not free in this world. You're managed. And as more biometric data is collected, the line between privacy and control becomes blurred. The scary part is that you can't turn off the system. You can't just delete your biometric data like you can with a social media account. Once your face, voice, or gait is captured, it's in the system forever. You can't opt out of being tracked in the physical world the way you can opt out of certain apps online. So, what can we do about it? First, we have to demand transparency from governments, corporations, and tech companies. If biometric data is being collected, we must know how it's being used, who's using it, and what it's being used for. We have the right to privacy, and that must extend to our biometric data. Second, we need to push for better regulations around biometric surveillance. There must be limits on how and when this data can be collected and used. For example, the use of facial recognition technology in public spaces should be heavily restricted and scrutinized. There should be clear boundaries between public safety and individual privacy, and those boundaries should be fiercely protected. Finally, we must reclaim our anonymity. This doesn't mean going off the grid entirely, but it does mean being more conscious of what we're sharing, how we're sharing it, and when we're being tracked. It means using tools that protect our privacy, like encrypted messaging apps and VPNs, and resisting the urge to give away more personal data than we need to. If we continue to allow our faces, our voices, our every movement to be mapped and analyzed, we will lose the ability to live freely. The more we allow our biometric data to be collected, the more we give away our power. The more we allow the predictive system to track our every step, the more we lose the freedom to step off the path. Remember, you are not your data. And as we move further into a world where biometric control grids define our every move, it's crucial to remember that privacy is not a luxury. It's a right, and it's one we must fight to protect. Because once anonymity dies, so does freedom. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing, and no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive Mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief Tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife. Where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science. Reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science. The end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science. Gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies. Engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs. Birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing. Printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era. The rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans. The slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities. Algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies. Citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans. Emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning. Your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech. Intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.